All right, good morning everybody. It's time for another eBay day. I didn't do a vlog yesterday, so I'm going to show you on my listing board. Today is currently, it's Wednesday. So these are Tuesday's listings. A lot of small stuff, a couple of decent things, but a lot of like small little piddly stuff. So I listed 27 items for $476 total. So I'm gonna wipe this out. Got a little bigger eraser now, and going to head to storage to pick up outgoing and drop off stuff that I listed and pick up more stuff to list. Okay, so I did something kind of interesting yesterday. I have a lot of postcards. I have a lot of photos, like personal photos from like World War II. I've got a lot of other photos too. And I've got some patches from like a little bit after the Vietnam era. But it's a lot of stuff that can ship, you know, like just in a regular envelope, not first class package, but just like an envelope with a stamp on it. And if I can ship it like that, I think it's a lot more likely to sell. This is going to lower the price by like $3 for the customer. So I didn't want to do that with my main eBay account, because I want to keep that top-rated seller status. But if you do so, you know, if you do a certain number of packages without tracking, you lose it. So I actually started a new eBay account last night just for those little small things. You know, like I may have, well, let's say I have a stack of like, you know, 50 photos, and I want 10 bucks a piece for them or whatever. You know, I'll just put them on that new account and I'll ship them out with a stamp with no tracking. And yeah, I realize that, you know, with no tracking, if somebody says they didn't receive something, then you're basically just screwed. You know, there's nothing you can really do except just refund the money, which I'm okay with. I mean, hell, if 1 out of 20 people say they didn't get something, then I'll just give them the money back. You know, it's going to be stuff that's, for the most part, I think it's going to be stuff that's pretty cheap. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun starting up a new eBay account. I actually did like 9 listings on that account last night, and I have that new account limitation where you can only list 10 items or $1,000. But in the This Week in Reselling Facebook group, I made a post about it, and somebody told me, somebody responded and said, hey, just call eBay or message eBay for Business and ask them to bump the limits up. Tell them you have another account that's in good standing. They'll take a look at it and they'll increase your limits. You don't have to go through the whole process of waiting and all that stuff. So that was some good information. I'll probably call eBay today and see if they'll bump it up for me. And man, it's so weird using the brand new eBay account. It looks a lot different because I don't have a store on that account, at least not yet. I probably will end up doing a store on it, doing the maybe just the starter store or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of cool starting a brand new account. I've got one feedback because I ordered something that I need to sell something else. I might use it as a buying account too. I don't know, just to build that feedback up. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and I'll kind of show y'all as I go along how that goes. I'm at storage now. Okay, packing a few orders now. Man, I've only got 4 things going out. Wasn't a great sales day yesterday for sure. This is some 5 expired inks I sold for 20 bucks. This is some kind of sound machine for like sleeping. But this is a good sale here. Y'all might remember this from maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago or something. These are those Heroscape tiles. Actually did pretty well. Like, I asked for 60 bucks for them, which I think was kind of top of the mark. And somebody bid on them at 60 bucks. So 60 bucks plus shipping. Let me pack them up. They're going to Florida.
It's in very nice shape. It worked well. I like putting headphones and things together, especially if you can put a new set of headphones like that with it. I had somebody had $1 in the headphones because I bought them on clearance. They weren't going to bring me a lot of money, and that's one thing I do as well.
So I'm watching this guy Scott, Bearded Picker. Good dude, good channel too. I'll put a link to his channel right down below. But I feel like I'm watching myself when I watch him. Me and him, we like to sell a lot of the same stuff. So man, he kills it though. So anyway, I went to the post office and mailed that stuff. Dropped by Goodwill, didn't buy anything. And the new eBay account I started, well, somebody told me in the Facebook group that if you call them, they will, and you already have another eBay account, they'll go ahead and up your limits. You don't have to go through the waiting and all that. So I called, and they transferred me to this other department, limits department or something. Is that what it's called? Anyways, I talked to this real nice lady, and man, she grilled me. She asked me like all these questions to verify identity, which that's good. And then she asked me like why I was starting a second account, what kind of stuff are you going to sell, what is the price range of that stuff going to be. I almost felt like they were trying to determine if you were trying to get over on them, maybe like start a second account to try and get some free listings or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the purpose was, but I mean, I got interrogated. And then she said, well, how many listings do you want here on the new account? And I said, I don't know. And my limits on my current account are just stupid. Like, I don't know, like 60,000 items a month and like $1 million bucks or something. I can't remember what it's some number I'll never hit probably. But so anyway, I was thinking about that number. I said, well, I don't know, maybe like 10,000 items and $100,000 or something. That should do it. I just didn't. And I said, look, I don't know what I'm going to use, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to call again to do this again. And she said, oh, okay. She put me on hold. She was gone for like 5 minutes. Comes back and gives me, what'd she give me? 100 items and $5,000. So, and then she said, if you find you're, getting to the max on this and you need to increase it, just call us back. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then she said something about, we like to see like a 20 to 30% sell through on it, and then we'll increase the limits if we need to. So man, I mean, they ran me through the ringer on that, but they did increase it. So that's plenty enough to get started, and once I make a few sales, if I need to, I'll call back and get them to bump it up again. I'm sure they'll do it. So, but yeah, it was a little more to it than I thought, but I am glad I don't have to wait like a brand new seller would. So that was something pretty interesting. Okay, how's the listing going so far? It's going okay. That's a lot of 3 caps. That's a patch. That's a buckle. That's 2 hats. Little piddly stuff. Here's the patch. Guess what? I've listed this patch. This is like a gaggle patch from the 70s. It's got several different squadrons from the same fighter wing on it. It's got Velcro on the back. I'm thinking probably mid 70s or so. I think it's from Clark Air Force Base. So I knew this one was a little different. I wasn't able to find this one. I think they probably had it custom made in a pretty short run. So anyway, I listed it for 75 bucks and it sold within about 15 minutes. Somebody paid 75 bucks for that patch. I've got 50 cents in it. Selling that quickly, don't know. It's either somebody was waiting for it to hit, or they had like a safe search of one of these like fighter squadrons in there or something like that, or I just had it priced too low. Either way, I don't care. 50 cents into $75, but it's always in the back of your mind. I don't sweat that stuff though. $75 for that, that's killer. I'm happy. So I was just logging back into my shiny brand new account, and you can see I've got 9 items listed for $123.91, and they did exactly what they said they'd do. I've got 100 total listings I can make, sold and listings, and $5,000 cap. So that'll do me for a little while. And all I put on here so far are these patches. So the other patch, I knew it was kind of special, so I put it on my main account. I didn't want to put something that expensive over here. The most expensive thing here is 30 bucks so far. And that'll probably be the max. And I've only got one. I've got one feedback over here. So from something I bought. Let's see, I got a message. Welcome to eBay, and then your eBay account limits have been changed. Okay, so cool. So it's kind of neat to have another account. It's kind of fun, and I can kind of see, gives me an opportunity to kind of see like what a new eBay seller deals with, because I'm telling you, like, the interface looks different from the one I use on my other account. But we'll be looking at that later. Okay, I'm working with these Scrabble tiles finally. So I've got 64.5 ounces of Scrabble tiles. Let me write that down before I forget it. Okay, so watch out, reseller math. 64.5 ounces. And this top bag, if y'all remember, I had a contest. Let me zero this back out. I had a contest a while back. There's 100 tiles in there, and that weighs 4.2 ounces. Okay, so 4.2 ounces equals 100. So I should be able to do 42 into 645, and that'll give me 4.2 equals, that'll give me the number of hundreds I have. So let me figure that out real quick. Let's see, 42, do some long division even. This is nuts. 225, what would this be though? 5, 15, 5 times 4, 5 times 42 is 210, right? Okay, so we got what, 15 left over? How do I do that? Like that? Man, it's been a while. So anyway, we got about 15.3, right? So we got 15.3, and then I need to multiply that by 100 to get, looks like to me I've got 1,530 Scrabble tiles, which I'll just call 1,500 tiles. Boom. There we go. Reseller math. Alright, so these letters, I just photographed them, and they're like a perfect fit almost for a regional A. So 1,500 letters into a regional A. Let me go list them right now. The good thing about these letters is they're mostly sorted. So I'm going to charge more than most. Okay, so I listed these Scrabble tiles just now for $55, and I think I'll get that. I think I can get it with them sorted. I think without them being sorted, I think it'd be more like 40 to 50. I think sorted I'll get 55. But we shall see. I'm taking a little break. I'm not done for the day. I need to clean that off. Some Windex. But I'm not done for the day, but right now I'm currently at 329. Gonna go chill out, probably eat a little dinner, and I'm probably gonna come out here and list for another hour or so later on. So I will be back. Okay, so I'm out here working on some listings, and I finally pulled these things out. Turn these lights on. I finally pulled these things out. This is like one of those weird estate sale finds I've had recently. This is, I wrote it down right here. I have 74 total charms. These are new old stock from the 1984 World's Fair. And I have them separated out into 3 piles here. These are all gold plate. These in the blue here are all, and these loose ones too, of course, are all silver plate. And then these over here that I have 16 of, these are all sterling with a rhodium finish. They're actually pretty cool looking. I don't know how well the GoPro is going to pick it up, but they have some neat designs on them. Louisiana World Exposition, that's what they called it. So I have a question for y'all. I've got 74 of these things, and I looked just now. There is a completed listing. I think somebody tried to sell one of these and one of these for 10 bucks, and it didn't sell. And it's currently active now too. But there's a completed not sold for 2 of those for 10 bucks. And how would you sell these? That's my question for you. What would you do with this? And I mean, there's not a right or wrong answer. It just depends on what you want to do. You know, like the best way to get the most money out of it is probably to sit on them, sell them individually, and just wait. I mean, just wait and take a lot of photos and all that good stuff. But what I'm thinking about doing, I don't want to get bogged down on this thing. I have $5 into all of them. I picked it up on Sunday of an estate sale. I picked them all up for $5, which is a great deal. I'm thinking about popping them up there, making one lot, buy them all, pop them up there at $150 or best offer, and I'll take the first $100 bill somebody waves at me, or maybe a little less. This is, like I said, I've only got $5 in them, and they don't have a very good track record. Of course, there's not. I think if you waited long enough, you would find buyers, but I don't know. I've sold this 1984 World's Fair stuff before. Most of it, there's not a lot of demand. It sells eventually, but it doesn't get great money. I've stopped picking it up. I used to pick up like coffee cups and all that kind of crap. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just put it up as one big lot and see if there's any interest. What would you do though? I'm curious. All right, so I got those suckers listed. Charms for 130, and I think that's not a horrible price. Somebody might bite on them, and it's going to be great profit when they do. So let me total this up. If I'm at 500, I'm going to quit for the day. If I'm not, I'm going to dig around and find some more shit. Let me see what I got. Okay, so I added it up, and luckily, because I don't really feel like working anymore today, luckily I have 15 items listed, total of 521, and I think this price is realistic. Because let me tell you, whenever I listed this patch right here, it's been quite a few hours ago now, when I wrote this number on the board of 75, I initially thought, man, that's ridiculous for me to write this down. I felt like it wasn't even fair. 15 minutes later, I was getting the cha-ching on it being sold. And I think this might be the same way, although I think it's going to take a lot longer. It's a real limited audience, but I do think that price is, not ridiculous or anything. So we're at 711, 15 items, 521. So I have a few things. Let me kill these lights. So I have a few things I want to get done tomorrow that I kind of had in mind. Number one, I still have that sewing machine that I need to get listed. And one of the viewers has been telling me, you really need to sell the sewing machine with the embroidery arm. And I think they mentioned the hoop too. I'm going to take a look at that. I'm seeing your comments. I'm read all the comments, guys. I don't necessarily have time to reply to them all. It would just take a long time. I do reply to some of them, but I do read each and every one of them. So I'm gonna have to take that sewing machine out and look at it, and I'll probably take that embroidery arm down and put it with the sewing machine. So I need to get that listed tomorrow. And this is not like real crucial, but I really want to get these listed too. I paid $7 for this whole bag of World War II photographs in Tennessee, and I really want to get these listed. I think that's going to be fun to look at and to list them and to sell those. Hopefully they have some value. What else do I want to do? Coming up soon, hopefully tomorrow, I also need to get some CO2, and I think I've got like 4 or 5 paintball guns to test and list. So that should be fun too. But I'm going to call it a night for tonight, and I will see y'all tomorrow, guys. Momentum, I think we're getting it. I'm not seeing results yet, but nice steady listing. Did 476 yesterday, did 521 today, and I'm planning on having another good day tomorrow. And the stuff might not sell right this minute, but it will sell, because the stuff is good enough, damn it. It will sell. It might not sell at my prices, but it will sell. Momentum. Have a good night, guys. Take care.